Welcome to Explore English Churches, and today we are actually in the village of Kempston in Bedfordshire, and we've come to explore All Saints Church. Now, this church dates back to, I believe, the 12th century. It is a wonderful looking church from the outside. Although, like many of these churches, there would have been a church on site in Saxon times. What I also know about this church is there's two 15th century panels in here, which are very interesting. Here we go. How beautiful is that? Hey? How beautiful is that? We'll take a little wander round the outside. It is a glorious church. As you can see across the blue sky backdrop, it's really quite dramatic. It's quite a large church. And what we have on the edge of the churchyard are these very old cottages. Now, when they date back to, I'm not too sure, but I would imagine they are probably of a similar date to the church itself. It's a beautiful church, and I think the first thing we'll have a little look at is the tiny door. The church has obviously been restored throughout the years. Without that, they would have just fallen down. There, I'm wondering, here there would have been, it would appear, I don't know whether that's something, maybe another window that there was, I'm not sure, but this is a fabulous little door. Again, would have been a priest door, for a priest to sort of come and go without being noticed. What I did notice was this stone here, which it kind of seems out of place, and this old stonework here, I would guess, is part of the actual original church that was here. Another feature that you see here is this flight of stairs, and I don't know if it's the same with this one, but there would have been a room across the top where the priest would have actually lived at one time, and then as the years went by, I think they also used them as schoolrooms. I do know the church is open, and I want to show you this wonderful door. There's a little note here that says this door is open, it is heavy, and sure enough it is very, very heavy. I want to show you the other side of this door. It is truly magnificent. Wow. And look at the size of the lock mechanism on here. Look at this, it's beautiful. and the key must be absolutely huge. And that is a magnificent door. Let's take a wander through. The other thing which is very interesting about this church is that it has this screen running across the top. Now, in many of the churches, they have been actually taken down and they've disappeared. Right, and if I zoom in, you will see the little doorway up there. Okay, and hidden in a pillar on the corner here, which I will take a wander down and show, is the actual entrance. This tiny little door. Look at that. And hidden in there will be a small spiral staircase going up through the column. Here, because we're here on Christmas Eve, is a beautiful nativity set up. How gorgeous is that? Let me see if I can come a little closer. Oh, wonderful. As I say, it's always fantastic to see that the church is still being used to this day. And when you think that this church has stood here for something like 800 years, it really, brings it into perspective. This is rather cute. They call these poppy tops, I believe, or poppy heads. And there's some lovely carvings in here. Very nice. We do have quite a pretty stained glass window. This one actually dates back to, I think it's 1840. Very pretty indeed. Let's see if I can take a closer look. I can't read who these are dedicated to. I think this one is someone called Fitzpatrick, Nicholas Fitzpatrick. He died May the 13th in 1852. So my guess is that these are all to various members of the Fitzpatrick family. But that is really, really pretty. And this is the view looking back down the church. Really nice. We have various monuments here to people. One there's to Sir William Long Knight, who died in 1841. This chap was 84. And this one in memory of Bingham Newland, Esquire. He passed away in 1873. I do like this work here. This is rather pretty. This is, yeah, it's actual stone. I thought when I first saw it, I thought it was wood. But the door also is rather pretty. Looks like someone's recently treated that. As you can see, lovely little Christmas tree. What I did want to show you is this, these two panels over here that sit on this wall, and these are 15th century panels. Okay, now I'll do my best to show you. Whoops a daisy. You know me folks, I'm always getting things a bit confused. This is Adam and Eve. Let's get a little bit closer. And it's Adam and Eve with God presenting Eve to Adam and the temptation. And then on the other side we have, yeah, look at that. And this is Adam and Eve and God pronouncing the curse and the expulsion from paradise. And both these panels are 15th century. Really, really nice. Yep. Fabulous and very unusual. Here we have another beautiful stained glass window. I think that one dates back to about 1910. And it's so high I can't really read any of the inscriptions on it. Another one of the fascinating items is a font in this church. And if we take a wander down, we'll see if I can tell you a little bit about it. Again, I'd like to thank one of my viewers for explaining these, he terms them as hatchments, and this is what would have stood outside one of these sort of landed gentry's houses when they passed away. And again, you can see all these wonderful coats of arms here. Oh, they are really fabulous. And yes, this would have stood outside their house when they passed away, and then brought to the church and stood outside the church, and then eventually hung in the church. Now this, I don't know who this one's to. If I find out, I'll try and put something in. But I do like to see these coats of arms. The font, it has saints and apostles on, and apparently this font, some of these were actually taken out and damaged by Cromwell's men, which, as I understand, would have been what, in the 17th century. Here we have one that's still intact right at the back here. Wow, how incredible is that? As you can see, these other ones are missing, but here we have another one. again, it's very, very worn, very old. Obviously the font is very, very old. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of this wonderful church, also Saints Church, in the village of Kempston in Bedfordshire. Please like, subscribe, watch some of my other videos, and thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.